In 2010, IBM launched the Smarter Cities Challenge with the initiative to enable cities around the world to become more livable places for their citizens. In Canada, the city selected was Edmonton.
The challenge that's there just about right across the country is aging infrastructure and accommodating the growth that's occurring in the large cities. I think traffic safety is another one.
Edmonton has had an ongoing struggle with the traffic collision rate.
We have a lot of concerns here about speeding and shortcutting in communities. You talk to communities right across the country and they'll find the same thing, that people are very concerned in neighborhoods about safety and what can be done better.
The year we won the IBM Smarter Cities Challenge was the 60th anniversary of information technology at the City of Edmonton. And in 1951, we started implementing systems and have been a leader, not just in Canada, but around the world in the use of our technology.
We were one of the very first North American cities to come up with modern LRT, some of the traffic systems that went with it.
We're embracing tablet technology. We're in the process of moving more and more of our operations to the cloud.
Even though we're not a large-sized city, we're always challenging ourselves.
So when we won the Smarter Cities proposal with IBM, we were very excited.
My excitement really was when we announced that we were part of the challenge, but the fact of the matter is our staff really got pumped up when IBM came and they started to work together.
Anytime you're given an opportunity to showcase what we're doing and to develop better practices, and to do that internationally, it certainly helps the city's image. It also helps build the confidence of the people here.
In 2011, Edmonton opened their doors to IBM.
So the day came for the report to be presented, and there we were in our meeting room with the mayor, members of council, senior staff, administration. One clear recommendation in the IBM report was that it needed to be bi-directional. We needed to listen to the people, not just tell them things.
Understanding that the time to make a change was now, Edmonton began to incorporate IBM's recommendations.
If you look at what we have in place now for public communications, for snow and ice response, it's dramatically different than what we had a year ago. So we learned from the feedback from the public.
We started to listen to what people were saying through some of the channels. The YEG traffic account was created for the city to use, in addition to the City of Edmonton Twitter account. And our transportation group, they created an email distribution list so you could actually sign up and receive information.
So we now do have social media integrated into our communications. We have information online now that tells people when we're coming to their neighborhoods to do snow clearing or blading. And we're actually encouraging people to try and take some of this information and build apps with it, which again is something we hadn't done.
The use of information is fundamental to making the city an efficient and effective operation. We have made every effort to try to get our data out to the public so they can use it in an effective way, in a creative way.
We took very seriously their observations around data analytics and big data and have started to plan for the implementation this year for a center of excellence around data analytics and big data.
We've made some major changes in accountabilities, moving some of the areas that were formerly split responsibilities. The work with IBM really brought out that we needed to really work on this to make sure that we had a solid program. Without that, I don't think we would achieve the objectives we were trying to achieve, which is improving overall safety out on the street.
We've actually been talking to some of the business units and they're telling us they can now get information from other departments they couldn't get before, and we really see that as a silo buster in our organization. Having the IBM team with us for 3 weeks exposed us to their culture, their corporate culture, and the way they do things, the way they solve problems, the way they plan. As a city, we've been looking at our corporate culture, our leadership principles.
Some of the things I think are really much more lasting is the confidence that our people have in themselves after being selected by IBM, which was a great credit to our staff and the team they put together.
I am very proud of the IT team. A number of them were part of the project, day in, day out with the team when they were here for 3 weeks, providing information. They're open-minded. They're listening to what IBM is saying. They're observing other changes in technology in the industry.
I'd say we can certainly point out some successes around, in particular, the communications, performance measures, and some of the things we've done around traffic safety and enforcement. It gave us the courage to try some things that we knew we had to make changes, but it really helped build our confidence to make those changes. And in the case of the communications changes and application of social media, it's been great reception by the public.
We were very fortunate to be chosen by IBM, and part of IBM's challenge is they can't work with the tens or hundreds of thousands of cities around the world. So we've used this project to reach out to many other cities around the world, not just to share the information or send them a copy of the report, but really talk about the value of working with IBM and other organizations that are doing similar things. Because IBM's perspective is not just a smarter city, this was part of their whole Smarter Planet program.
Encouraged by IBM's recommendations, Edmonton is on the right track to becoming a smarter city, in what IBM hopes will be a smarter planet.